years, and it was a kind of a basic little rental. And when he passed, I ended up owning it with my siblings and decided it was time to give it a major facelift. So I bought it from my siblings and basically gutted it, started from scratch. Well, I live in La Crosse, so it was a little challenging to try to figure out who I was going to hire to do this job. I'm in the real estate business for almost 40 years, and I've had a lot of experience with contractors. So I knew what I wanted, and I actually only interviewed 2 people. The first one I knew was not a good fit, and I had been recommended to Justin from a gal that I know who's in the real estate business up here, that she had had a very good experience with him, and as soon as I met him, I knew it was a good fit. I really decided on Justin and Adria after meeting him and then sitting down and really going over all the detail of what I wanted to do. I needed to make sure I was confident that I was working with someone that could manage it in my absence. Living in La Crosse, there was just no way I was going to be coming up here every weekend to check on what was going on. So I really needed to have total confidence that I was hiring a team that could pull this off and stay in contact and manage issues that come up, because issues on remodels always come up, and I was thrilled with my final decision of hiring them. I knew really what I wanted to do in that maximizing the square footage. It's a small house, 1,250 square feet. Before we started construction last fall, worked closely with Adria on the design, the color choices, the cabinetry, that Adria's ability to narrow it down was really helpful. I know there's many people that have a difficult time making decisions when there's a lot of choices, and I'm pretty good at making decisions, but boy, when she comes to the table and says, these are your 4 best decisions, I'm like, perfect. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted, so I could make an efficient decision and move on. We didn't really have any major issues. We had a couple little surprises. We had some rot in the soffit area, which needed to be attended to, but when you're doing a major remodel on a 1940s house, the fact that we didn't have more issues was kind of surprising, really. I was mentally prepared for these kinds of things happening, but we really had very limited amount of problems, and they were handled efficiently. Of course, we had to replace some siding, but immediately I was given pricing. I wasn't having to make a decision before I was presented with all the options. I've been in, again, remodels where you have to make decisions and you really don't know what it's costing you until you get to the end. But we never had that issue here whatsoever. It was so positive, straightforward, great communication. I can't say enough about Brad. He was Johnny on the spot. He was our project manager and was very good at communicating with me, whether it be by phone, by text, and that piece was extremely helpful. We did use the JobTread app, which was fun also because my daughters were able to look at it all at the same time, and my boyfriend Dan, who lives in Florida, so we all could be discussing and having conversations living in 4 different locations, but able to look at photos and discuss things and see the progress. It was really, really fun to see the progress. The schedule, we were really pretty much on time. We ended up like 1 week behind, which was, with weather, with this crazy spring we had with all this rain, was totally acceptable and understandable. So we were able to get up and running. We had our first renter scheduled and had no issues having everything ready to go turnkey the week before. As far as the cost goes, it was a little sticker shock at the beginning because, we did a total remodel, gutted down to the studs, but in hindsight, I know it was a good investment because we did everything: windows, doors, electrical, heating, cooling, and it's like a brand new house. So it was well worth the investment. And again, I think that just hiring a team that I felt totally confident in was key. A very low stress situation in the scheme of what it could have been. I can't tell you that there was ever one situation where I actually felt stressed about what the right decision was, or that there was a problem that was insurmountable. My favorite part about this house right now is how much more open it is. We reversed, if you will, the floor plan a bit and moved the kitchen from the back to the front because we're overlooking the lake, and it just really opened up and made a small space live much bigger than its little 1,250 square feet. So the freshness and the cleanliness of having everything brand new has just been great. I don't really consider that we had to wait because Justin was really Johnny on the spot on getting it on the calendar. When we met last year in, I think, September, he was able to get me on the calendar for January, which gave us a finish date of early June, and I was thrilled with that timing. The other contractor I talked to wasn't even able to get to it for probably a year, which was just not something I was willing to deal with, and didn't have the support team that Justin has. And I think he has spent the time and energy to have that team lined up so that when he needs the HVAC guy or the electrician or plumber or whatever, you know, they are there for him. And that is huge in terms of staying on schedule. I would suggest, if you're thinking about doing any kind of a remodel, to think about who you can really count on to communicate. That's top priority, and get the job done efficiently. Again, I can't say enough good positive things about these guys.